So you want to live more than 6 months a year in Spain, maybe 8, maybe 10. Maybe you're thinking, I love this country, I'm gonna stay here, but I don't wanna pay taxes. I wanna pay 0% taxes. I heard, Miquel, you're the tax wizard, you do some magic with taxes, but I wanna stay in Spain all this time, more than 183 days. How I do that? Well, my friend, this is tricky. That's why I record this video, because bueno, bonito, barato, Spanish saying, bueno, good, bonito, pretty, beautiful, and barato, affordable, like cheap. It's not as easy to get. Spain is one of the countries that are very restrictive and are very controlative. They're like piranhas. If you spend more than 183 days, believe me, they will know. They will find out. How will they find out? Oh, if I don't stamp the passport, if I enter via car, via the mountains, I just swim through the coast and I enter. Do you have a mobile phone? Do you pay with debit card, credit card? Are you gonna go full ghost and just use cash? These are one of the easiest ways, you know. Just even if you have a UAE number, for example, I have my number from the UAE and I use data and I use calls, they know I'm Spain. It's not that difficult. Any autistic kid can just, you know, do some nerd stuff and find out the IPs and where you're located. So believe me, if Spain wants to have some information of how many days you've been in one country, they will find out and they will use that against you in court. That's why I'm always encouraging people to not fuck up in Spain. For example, right now, it's rare, but you find me in Catalonia, in Spain. And I love this country. Tourist-wise, just for visiting family, friends, do some business with clients and enjoy the food, the weather. This is incredible, don't get me wrong. That's why I understand very well when you say, hey, I want to stay in Spain and even raise my kids, or I'm interested in, bringing them to school, or with my partner, we love the Mediterranean lifestyle, the sun, beautiful. Let me show you. You see, you have these pine trees over here, some light, and it's really beautiful. I have other shots of Catalonia and I'm absolutely in love with this, but taxes are tricky here, and you need to know that Hacienda has a lot of power over the residents and the citizens. Hopefully Spain will not go the route of taxing citizens like the USA does. However, if you are a resident, tax resident, even if you haven't registered officially, it's just a matter of time. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I've been 5 years in Spain, I haven't paid taxes. It does not mean that you're doing things properly, my friend. And one day, the boomerang will go all the way around. If Spain finds out, hopefully they will not, let's knock on wood, but if they find out, you will have to pay all the taxes you haven't paid, plus a fine. Therefore, you're going to be paying much more money than probably the proper setup that will help you legally not pay taxes while staying in Spain for the majority of the year. Because as you know, this comes from the 183-day rule. If you spend more than 6 months in any country, you're technically a tax resident of it. And especially if you have a rented home and, let's say, family and business activity, like the more ties you create to Spain, the easier you put it for Spain in court to make allegations against you and make you pay the taxes you owe them, or otherwise sue you or put you in a criminal record, that you didn't pay taxes. That's not going to be favorable for you, and since there are always smart ways to play this game, what we want to do is create enough substance in another country. It's not going to be probably 0%, but enough for you to live in Spain, enjoy it and say, okay, I don't want to pay 40%, 50% in taxes to Hacienda. However, at 10%, I wouldn't mind. Or, if you are really committed to this and you really want to create a strategy that it's not 0%, but as close to 0% as possible, that's also possible. It's going to take some more work, some more complexity, but involving enough holding companies, trusts, having, again, substance in another country, hiring employees, opening a physical office, even having nominees and people that have the power of the company, and you own the company privately, but publicly it's in somebody else's name, then it's not going to be attached to your name. I know it sounds a bit complex, because it is, not gonna lie, because dodging taxes while staying in Spain over 6 months, it's not an easy task. However, it's possible. If you are interested in knowing how to do it, you can, of course, as always, click here in the description below and book a call with us. Our lawyers accountants and international tax strategies. Most of the times I'm also there in that conversation, especially with around Spain, because I'm a Spanish citizen, so I know very well the Spanish tax code, I know very well why I left, and I also know very well the rights we have as residents and or citizens. Therefore, the more you know the game, the more you know the chessboard, the better you are playing it. That's when you become a grandmaster. If you want to talk to me and to our experts that have created this system before, let us know. Just reach out to us. And if you are still in the research phase, again, don't book a call if you are not ready to take action. Research phase, more information. Miquel, tell me more about other options for 0% taxes in case I want to move to Dubai, in case I want to move to Paraguay. You're going to find it over here. Miquel Gironès from Costa Brava, Catalunya Extraordinary. Adeu. And I'll see you in those videos or in the consultation. You choose.